Lewis Hamilton's time at Ferrari might not last very long. With all the excitement surrounding his switch to the Scuderia, whispers of a potential exit have come up even before he has fully settled in. What are these whispers saying? Let's hear it right now. Lewis Hamilton's shock switch to Ferrari has been accompanied by a flurry of social media posts, with the champion sporting the iconic red and exuding a renewed sense of motivation. With his sights set on a historic 8th world title in 2025, the Briton looks ready for the challenge. But not everyone is convinced. Former F1 Supremo Bernie Ecclestone remains unimpressed by Hamilton's Maranello move, bluntly predicting that his Ferrari stint won't last long. Speaking to The Telegraph, Ecclestone didn't hold back in his evaluation. He said, "I don't think Lewis will get the same attention at Ferrari. Firstly, the team are happy with Charles Leclerc, his teammate. Leclerc speaks their language, so they'll be looking after him. Even if Lewis does well, there'll still be a lot of enemies, because he has suddenly arrived." When questioned about whether age might impact Hamilton's performance, Ecclestone dismissed it as the primary concern. Instead, he suggested that the real challenge could lie in Hamilton's motivation. While talking about the matter at hand, he hinted at an early Hamilton exit from the team. "I have my theory about this. It's not the age with drivers, it's how long they have been doing the same thing," he added. "I have thought with Lewis, he's getting tired. He has lost motivation. If he had never won a world championship, it might be different because then there would be an incentive to win one. But he has won 7. He won't last that long. Piero Ferrari, who has taken him there, still thinks they've done the right thing. I hope they have. I hope they haven't just jumped in and end up wishing they hadn't." To add to his potential dissatisfaction with the team, Lewis Hamilton has been hit with a reality check as a Formula One team boss sent him a warning ahead of the 2025 campaign. Now at Ferrari, the 40-year-old is banking on the Scuderia to deliver a title-winning car, one that could propel him past Michael Schumacher and secure an unprecedented 8th championship. With multiple teams and drivers poised to challenge for glory, the 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the most thrilling in recent history. McLaren stunned the Formula One world last season, toppling Red Bull and clinching their first Constructors' Championship since 1998. In a dramatic turnaround, the British outfit edged out Ferrari by just 11 points, with Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri delivering standout performances to secure the title. Under the leadership of Andrea Stella, McLaren has transformed from backmarkers at the 2023 Bahrain Grand Prix into F1's new benchmark. However, as the 2025 season looms, Stella has issued a stark warning to his team, urging them to resist the poison cookies of complacency. With both the Constructors' crown to defend and a potential driver's title fight on the horizon, McLaren faces its biggest test yet. McLaren team boss Andrea Stella has shared his thoughts on Ferrari's high-profile signing of Lewis Hamilton, cautioning that the initial buzz surrounding the Brit's arrival must now give way to serious preparation for the season ahead. Speaking to Sky Sports F1, Stella suggested that while Hamilton's move has dominated headlines, Ferrari's real challenge lies in ensuring their 2025 challenger is up to the task, because hype alone won't win championships. After the initial excitement, I'm sure they will focus very much on making sure that the preparation is good, and on our side, we will try and make their life a little bit difficult, the Italian said. Observing from a distance, I can say that I think the way it is, at least for how this has been reported, it was a great introduction of Lewis to Ferrari. To be honest, as a fan of Formula One, by having been 15 years at Ferrari before, I felt excited myself to see something that is historic for Formula One, a 7-time world champion going to Ferrari, one of the most iconic teams. I think Ferrari and Hamilton handled this very well, but ultimately, I'm sure they know very well, what counts is what's happening on track. A bit of good news for the Tifosi is that Lewis Hamilton appears to be settling in quickly at Ferrari, already singing the praises of his new machine after early test runs. The 7-time world champion admitted he felt better than in the Mercedes following his initial outings in the Scuderia's older single-seaters, describing the experience as giving him very good sensations behind the wheel. Hamilton recently took part in Pirelli's 2026 tyre tests, where he topped the timesheets on the first day with a 1-minute 15.93, just 1/10 quicker than new teammate Charles Leclerc. While the lap time carries little significance due to unknown fuel loads, one thing is clear. Hamilton is gearing up for a serious 2025 campaign. Having already completed 4 days of running under the FIA's Testing of Previous Cars programme, Hamilton told La Gazzetta dello Sport that he was particularly impressed with the SF23's behaviour, especially its one-lap pace, despite its well-documented race day struggles. Some observers even noted that he looked more comfortable than he had in recent years at Mercedes, where he frequently battled a car plagued by rear-end instability and a lack of downforce. Lewis Hamilton appears to be wasting no time getting to grips with his new Ferrari, with reports from Italian media suggesting the Briton is already testing the car's limits. In fact, his eagerness may have come at a cost. According to trackside observers, Hamilton suffered an accident during a closed-door test session at the Barcelona circuit. Italian driver Vicky Peria, who witnessed the incident, shared the details with Sky Italia, revealing that Hamilton felt so comfortable behind the wheel that he began experimenting with setups and pushing the car to its boundaries. While the mishap isn't cause for concern, it's a clear sign that the 7-time world champion is fully committed to extracting the maximum from his new machine. Although the track was really wet, soaked and very cold, we saw Lewis testing different things. We saw him working a bit with the E-diff, adjusting the brake balance, causing a few lockups. He wasn't just doing installation laps. He was really trying different settings. He wasn't attacking full-on, but he was testing, she said. It's his way of getting into the rhythm, understanding the steering wheel settings and how they work. They learn everything on the simulator, but the real challenge is translating those sensations onto the actual track. It's a real breakthrough for him as Australia is coming up quickly. Lewis Hamilton's quest for an 8th Formula One World Championship could reach its pinnacle in 2025 with Ferrari. And former FIA steward and ex-Sky F1 pundit Johnny Herbert believes that would be the perfect scenario for the 7-time champion. Herbert, who has been a vocal advocate for Hamilton's potential at Ferrari, claims the Briton has already instilled a massive change in mentality within the team. Despite Ferrari's last driver's title coming in 2007 with Kimi Raikkonen, when Hamilton's rookie season ended in heartbreak, Herbert sees the possibility of Hamilton bringing the Scuderia back to championship glory. Herbert, recently dismissed from his FIA steward role after the governing body deemed his punditry work incompatible with his duties, insists Hamilton's impact at Ferrari could be transformative. With a title win in 2025, Hamilton could write the perfect chapter in his illustrious career. And there's going to be so many lovely stories that are going to come this year with Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari and the excitement that's brought, Herbert said. This is the perfect scenario for Lewis, for Fred Vasseur, Ferrari team principal, and maybe for Charles Leclerc as well, for everything to come together and then they get back to the championship winning ways. When you've got one of the greatest drivers we've ever seen in Formula One, as in Lewis Hamilton, let's hope that it all comes together for him. He's very motivated. The motivation of Lewis is always very important. From what Lewis has been saying so far, his motivation is definitely not lacking. I think Lewis Hamilton winning the championship this year would be the perfect scenario. I think Ferrari winning the championship would be brilliant for the sport. Ferrari have to translate it into success now with one of the best drivers. With so much uncertainty hanging in the air, is Ferrari the perfect fit for Hamilton's quest for an 8th title? Or will the allure of new challenges ultimately lead him elsewhere? Tell us your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching.